If you had to choose loyalty to your country or love, what would you choose? I'm always going to choose love because I am a hopeless romantic. I admit it. I am a hopeless romantic. I'm going to choose love. But the female main character in this book, she is faced with the same choice. What book are we talking about? Mistress of Ours by Emma Elizabeth. I gave this one 4 stars and 3 on the spicy meters. A few other things that you can come to expect in this book would be blood magic, shifters, and soulmates. The book moves really quickly, which helps keep you pulled in. Even with the book moving really fast, I feel like it explains exactly what's going on in the storyline. The book does touch on some more sensitive subjects, so please make sure you check the trigger warnings before reading. But even with those more sensitive subjects, the book overall feel does remain light and it never crosses into the dark fantasy genre. At least that's my personal opinion. This book also has more than one type of fantasy being, and for me, that is always a good thing. I also enjoyed the fact that this was a more complex fantasy without being so complex that it overwhelmed you, which is really good for people who are newer to fantasy. It would be a great start for them. If you haven't caught on already, this one is a fantasy romance. You already know my thoughts, so let me give you a quick overview so you can decide whether you want to read this book or not. Evienne is the highest ranking blood mage in Ichornia and has always put her duties first. That is until a handsome shifter scholar named Orion is visiting from another country to figure out why his country is losing its magic. Evienne's left to keep an eye on Orion and his friends, and instead she grows close to Orion instead. Now Evienne's left with a choice that can leave an entire nation hanging in the balance. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was a good book and it moves really quickly, so you really keeps you on your toes. I enjoyed this one and I think you might too.